Welcome to the brand new series called Isaiah's Microsoft Hunger Games Season 1. The heroes are from Jim and Princess, What's Her Name, Eraser, Mr. Bean, Sega Saturn and PS1, ACVM, Game Boy Color, Sonic and Knuckles, Flex Seal and Flex Tape, Vegas Pro, and Pepino. The villains are Fanny, Doraemon, Blinky and Sue, Bravo UK and Carlton, VDFCPG, N64, Bonnie, and Fake Pepino. Alright, let's get started.
Knuckles runs away from the cornucopia. Bonnie finds a bag full of explosives. Vegas Pro, Game Boy Color, Fanny, PlayStation 1, Sonic, Sega Saturn and Flex Tape runs away from the cornucopia. ACVM catches Sue off guard and kills her. That's one down. 9 to go.
What? I'm dead. Blinky runs into the cornucopia and hides. Eraser and Carlton fight for a bag. Carlton gives up and retreats.
Pepino and Mr. Bean runs away from the cornucopia. PG scares Doraemon away from the cornucopia. Flex Seal and Bravo UK fight Nintendo 64 and Earthworm Jim. Nintendo 64 and Earthworm Jim survive. That's 2 down. 8 to go. But sadly, Flex Seal is gone as well.
Princess What's Her Name grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia.
Vegas Pro tries to spearfish with a trident. Blinky collects fruit from a tree. Bonnie sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Nintendo 64 chases PlayStation 1. Nintendo 64, why did you chasing PS1? You know PS1 is way better. Earthworm Jim searches for a water source. Fake Pepino scares Game Boy Color off. Knuckles and Akbem hunt for other tributes. Carlton sprains his ankle while running away from Eraser. X-Tape searches for a water source. BBFCPG sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Sonic and Mr. Bean hunt for other tributes. Pepino receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Sega Saturn hunts for other tributes. Doraemon steals from Princess What's Her Name, while she isn't looking. Fanny receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor.
3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Alright, Sue, Flex Seal and Bravo UK are gone.
Sonic tends to Knuckles' wounds. Princess What's Her Name accidentally steps on a landmine. Oh no! Princess What's Her Name is gone!
Blinky cooks his food before putting his fire out. Nintendo 64 tries to sing himself to sleep. Game Boy Color tries to treat his infection. Carlton tends to Pepino's wounds. Doraemon and Mr. Bean huddle for warmth. Vegas Pro bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Oh no! Vegas Pro is also dead!
Bonnie, Eraser, Sega Saturn, ACVM, and Earthworm Jim sleep in shifts. Fanny kills VDFCPG with a sickle. That's 3 down. 7 to go. Fake Pepino stabs Flex Tape in the back with a trident. Oh no! Flex Tape is gone! PlayStation 1 goes to sleep. Eraser hunts for other tributes. Earthworm Jim defeats Blinky in a fight, but spares his life. Nintendo 64 chases Knuckles. Fanny receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Game Boy Color begs for Sonic to kill him. He refuses, keeping Game Boy Color alive. Carlton and Mr. Bean receive clean water from an unknown sponsor. Sega Saturn shoots an arrow at Doraemon, but misses and kills Fake Pepino instead. That's 4 down. 6 to go. Pepino cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Well crap, Pepino is also dead.
ACVM practices his archery. PlayStation 1 makes a wooden spear. Bonnie receives clean water from an unknown sponsor.
Sega Saturn and Earthworm Jim survive. Blinky trips face first into a puddle of acidic rain. That's 5 down. 5 to go.
Doraemon and Knuckles survive. Nintendo 64 refuses Bonnie shelter, killing her. That's 6 down. 4 to go.
ACVM survives. Mr. Bean injures Sonic and leaves him in the ring to die. Oh no! Sonic is gone!
Carlton, Eraser, Fanny, PlayStation 1 and Game Boy Color survive.
9 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Alright, Princess what's her name, Vegas Pro, BBFCPG, Flex Tape, Fake Pepino, Blinky, Bonnie and Sonic are gone. Nintendo 64 is awoken by nightmares. Sega Saturn attempts to climb a tree, but falls to his death. Well crap, Sega Saturn is gone.
Fanny starts a fire. Knuckles, Earthworm Jim, ACVM, and Carlton sleep in shifts. Doraemon screams for help. Eraser receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Mr. Bean falls into a pit and dies. Oh no! Mr. Bean is also dead!
Earthworm Jim, Doraemon, Carlton, Eraser, and PlayStation 1 hunt for other tributes. Game Boy Color overhears Knuckles and Fanny talking in the distance. ACVM receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Nintendo 64 practices his archery. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Alright, Sega Saturn and Mr. Bean are gone.
ACVM is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Nintendo 64 tries to sing himself to sleep. Eraser questions his sanity. Game Boy Color looks at the night sky. PlayStation 1 spears Carlton in the abdomen.
That's 7 down. 3 to go. Knuckles and Doraemon huddle for warmth. Fanny loses sight of where she is. Earthworm Jim dies from an infection. Oh no! Jim is dead.
Eraser decides not to go to the feast. Nintendo 64 sets an explosive off, killing Doraemon, ACVM, and Knuckles. That's 8 down. 2 to go. But sadly, ACVM and Knuckles are gone too.
Fanny, PlayStation 1 and Game Boy Color decide not to go to the feast.
Fanny sets an explosive off, killing PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, and Game Boy Color. That's 9 down. 1 more to go. But unfortunately, PS1 and GVC are also gone. Eraser accidentally steps on a landmine. Oh no! Eraser is gone! 9 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. So that means Fanny is the winner of a brand new series called Microsoft Hunger Games Season 1. That's it! Rage quit time! This is just the brand new series called Isaiah's Microsoft Hunger Games. This is all your fault, you cocksucker cretin fucking nigga asshole twat.
Alright, let's cancel Isaiah's Microsoft Hunger Games, because Fanny won the first season. Well, not really. Time to end the video. I'll get my revenge one day. Fanny will pay.